Disaster struck the Palacio family just before 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. Today, they were clearing away the remnants of what they once called home and were too distraught to speak. Billowing flames could be seen in a distance along East Canal as the inferno ripped through two wooden structures in the yard, displacing 5 persons and a speaker repair business in the process. The National Fire Service, with a branch 2 blocks away on Dolphin Street, responded within minutes, but nothing could be saved.
The National Fire Service received information from the police of a structural fire at number 7 North Creek, Belize City. On arrival on scene, found were 2 structures already engulfed in flames. A approximately 12 by 15 bungalow wooden structure and an elevated 10 by 14 wooden structure, approximately 10 feet off ground, were engulfed in flames. The National Fire Service went into operation to extinguish the fire. Both structures were later extinguished.
An investigation carried out by fire officials has determined that the fire was arson. It had been set by a family member in the bungalow house following a dispute within the Palacio family yard. It spread quickly through the wooden structure and extended to the adjacent elevated wooden house.
Basically, yes, in Creole, as you mentioned, people normally say it's arson. We use the term incendiary. Information we had received was that there was a dispute in the family that eventually led to the structures being lit on fire.
Okay, what was the incendiary device used?
No evidence of the incendiary device. A person doesn't have to literally use any flammable or combustible substance. I can use any heating tool to basically ignite a fire. A simple lighter that everybody walks around with can be used to ignite any bedding material, curtains, or any other flammable or combustible materials within the house.
Now, sir, has the investigation shown where the fire started from?
I was in the front structure, which is basically one room.
Station manager Arson confirms that the police also responded because residents began hurling missiles at the firemen on the scene. He says that firefighting can get rather tricky when structures are built in close range to each other.
I can confirm that. I was on scene, yes. They were being stoned by individuals who live adjacent to where the structures were burning. And a police officer did indeed get after them and put an end to it.
What was the cause? What was the cause of the back and forth between? Well, not the back and forth, but what was the cause for this to have happened from your vantage point?
I guess they were disgruntled, fearing their structure might have gone up in flame, which didn't happen. The response time was within 2 minutes from the time we received the call, so response time was pretty much very good. Yet on our arrival, both structures were already on fire. When the structures are pretty much clustered like that, it does make it a bit challenging. Your teams are usually stretched thin in protecting exposure to confine the fire and then later extinguished. And another challenging point was that the firemen literally went across the creek to actually get to where the fire was.
The structures and household items were not insured, and the family is asking for assistance. Duane, Moody for News 5.